Hey friends and family of the internet, I need you to look at a movie called Speak No Evil. It released in 2022. It's primarily a Danish production, meaning it was produced in Denmark, and it tells the story of a Danish couple and their little girl who meets a Dutch couple on holiday with their son, and they became so well befriended or acquainted with each other that when they both respectively return to their homes, the Dutch couple ends up inviting the Danish couple to their home, which ends up being effectively an isolated cabin in the woods. Although cabin is a bit of a bad description because it's actually quite a decent house. Be that as it may, the movie then follows how these two couples from two very different cultural backgrounds, how they interact with each other. And throughout the movie, there's this slow burn sort of tension that builds up. And look, I'm South African, so when I'm watching this movie now, I'm sitting and watching two different cultures, and I'm not sure if the movie is in of itself sort of like a commentary on how different two different cultures could be, even if they're seemingly neighbors, you know. But it was interesting to watch because now you're watching the movie as an outsider looking in, you're kind of thinking, okay, there's something going on here, because there's musical cues, for example, to tell you that you should be feeling something. Because at the end of the day, I do believe Speak No Evil is a bit of a psychological thriller, but unlike, say, the American counterparts, there's very little violence. When the violence does occur, it's actually just as a once-off, and as tends to happen when movies are like this, when the violence does occur, it feels worse than it actually is, because you've watched the whole movie with very little violence, feeling this tension, and then there's like this immediate release because there's the violent end to anything, and cool beans. But it doesn't have to be graphic, it doesn't have to be gory, it just has to be violent. And I'm getting ahead of myself, but all I can say is Speak No Evil is a conundrum of a movie. It's interesting, it's obviously artistic. What's nice is it's not entirely foreign language, because when the two families interact with each other, they speak primarily in English. It was funny for me, being South African, that I could understand a little bit of what the Dutch couple was saying, because it's similar to obviously Afrikaans. And then the Danish couple, whenever they spoke, there were English subtitles, so that was nice. If you do have a moment and you're interested in something a little bit more cerebral and a bit more thought-provoking, give Speak No Evil a chance, give it an opportunity.